Hey YouTube, it's my Ish Marie and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I'm about to do my nails. Before I get started, I just want to show y'all how long this green dip powder lasts. So I did these nails. Alright, so I did my nails on June 17th and today is July 13th. Alright, so these nails lasted a pretty long time. The nails look good. It just needs to fill in. So let's soak these off. I'm gonna pour it in here. And I'm gonna soak them off. These are my natural nails. I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up and cut them down just a little bit and go ahead and start the process. Before you start dipping, you want to make sure you shape your nails to the way you want them to look so that you don't have too much filing to do toward the end. So I'm about to get started with the dipping process now, and for the very first coat, I didn't even go to the edge of my nail. I just kind of just polished down the middle. I think the best thing about doing your own nails is that you get to experiment and try doing them differently each and every time you do them. That way you can really get to see what's working for you and what's not working. I mean, you want to follow the directions, but at the same time, you want to tweak it to where you're comfortable to doing it the way you like it as far as how you want your nails to come out. So this is just my first coat, and you can see exactly where I start when I polish and where how far back I go toward the cuticle area. When I did the last two coats, they were close to my cuticle but not touching it. So just to give you idea of how many coats I did and you know, my technique and how far back I go on each coat. Now these nails are really short, but you still want to kind of build up the apex. That's what it's called. You want to kind of build the nail up. You don't want to start your first coat on the entire surface of the nail, because what's going to happen is it's going to be really thick toward the cuticle area. It's going to look really, really thick, and then you're going to have to use something to file down to make it look more realistic. Or you just might end up with a thicker, thick nail. But I didn't have to use my drill at all at the end. And also in my previous video, I mentioned it's best to make sure when you put the when you put the base coat before you dip, make sure you have your fingernails tilted downward. That way you don't flood the cuticle area. You don't want to touch it at all. And that's how you get the nice natural look. After you take your nail out the powder, you want to wait a few seconds before you brush the excess powder off. So by the time you finish polishing and dipping the rest of your nails and you come back to your pinky or wherever you started, there should be enough time for you to go ahead and brush off the excess powder before you polish on another layer and dip again. The directions say about 30 seconds, so by the time you finish the rest of the nails, that's plenty of time. Here, I'm on my second coat, and as you can see, I go back a little bit further from where I started on the first layer. And I have to say, with this color, y'all, I stepped outside of my comfort zone because I'm used to bright, very noticeable colors on my nails. I just like my nails to be bright and just popping. But this color is kind of soft and it's not as loud as what I'm used to. But by the time I got to this second coat and I saw how the color was really coming through, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like this. I like it. Right now, Double Dip is having a $2,000 bingo giveaway. So if you make a purchase on their website from July 4th through July the 18th of at least $15, you'll get one bingo card in the mail along with your purchase. Now, the more you spend, the more cards you can get. For example, if you spend from $50 to $99, you can get 2 cards, and it keeps going up by 50, so on and so forth. Now, the winning colors will be announced on July 20th on their private Facebook group, so make sure you're a member if you want to play. $2,000 worth. That's a lot of dipping powder. Can you imagine how many colors $2,000 worth can give you? I got my bingo card. I'm ready to play. But yeah, let's get back to this video. Okay, so here I'm on my third, is this my third coat? Yeah, this is the third layer. And like I said before, I go very close to the cuticle, but don't touch it. And you're gonna do this for the third and fourth coat because you wanna make sure the color is bold and popping throughout the entire nail. So if you do only one, layer, it's gonna kind of give you that ombre effect, but you don't really want to have that near your cuticle area. So make sure you do at least two layers where you cover the full complete nail. You also want to consider the color that you're working with. If it's a really dark color, then that might work with having just one layer near the cuticle area. But with this color, because it's so light, I just want to make sure it was bold enough to show. So that's why I did two. So it depends on what color you're using too. Notice how when I did the very first coat and then I brushed off the dipping powder, the color was really, really faint. It was see-through and you really couldn't tell what color it was. So that's just to give you an example of how your nail would look at the cuticle if you only did one layer. Y'all, this color is so pretty. I don't know if y'all can see, but it has this glitter, fine glitter sparkle in it. Oh, it's just so pretty. I like it. All right, this is the final coat that I just done, and I'm just brushing off the excess powder. I'm brushing it off right in the back in the jar because I don't want to waste it. All right, so the final step before filing is to apply the liquid activator to the nail. This is very important. It's going to harden the nail so that when you start to file it, it's going to stay in place and it won't tear or start breaking apart. Before you start filing, you also want to wait a few minutes to let that activator sink in. All right, the filing process is not too much. You basically just want to go up against the edges, basically just redefining that shape that you originally started with before you started dipping. And that's it. And when I finished the reshaping, I took the buffer block and then I went over the top surface of my nail just to make sure it was really smooth before I apply my top coat. And then when you do the top coat, you want to apply a thin layer, let it dry for a few minutes, and then go in with the second top coat on top of that, and then you're done. At the end, I did apply some cuticle oil to my cuticles. Oh yeah, I did have to wash my hands first because I still had the little crusty stuff on my fingers from when I soaked off the green dipping powder. So yeah, I had to wash my hands first, and then I applied my cuticle oil. And I love my nails. They are so pretty. And I should have took some pictures outside when the sun was out, but it's been raining. So then you can see the sparkle a lot better when the sun hits it. But it's been cloudy and raining so much here. So hopefully I'll get a chance to take a picture with the sun shining on them. But I like them so much. And I can't wait to do my nails again. One thing I learned is not to underestimate these colors. Like, you just don't know what you're going to get. Like, a light blue like this, I just took a chance. And it's pretty. I like it a lot. And I can't wait to do my nails again. Because of this, I'm going to be more open to different colors just to see what I get. And hopefully they turn out cute like these did. But this is the end of my video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget, if you want to play the bingo giveaway, you have to go to Facebook and join to become a member of the Double Dip private group so that you can make your purchase and get your bingo cards. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching again. I'll see y'all next time.